There we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How is everybody doing? Good evening, and welcome to tonight's live stream. How's everybody doing? First of all, in last week and also in the beginning of the Dual Universe stream earlier, no, late last week actually, and there was some issues with some popping noises on the left channel. If you hear any, I think I resolved it now. Fingers crossed. If you hear any, do let me know. Because I think it should be good. Christopher, thank you very much. And we have MacMonkey over on Twitch. Hello and welcome. Nothing for now. Good. I think what it was so I have the camera, of course, but the camera is not recording any sound. But I think it's the camera that is generating the slight pop sound. And because I haven't muted that channel in OBS, it's like there's no input sources from that. So there shouldn't be any audio coming from it. Webcam, well, not really a webcam. So let's see if I can actually get this into, I don't have a mirror, but I have something that's almost as good. We can do this, and you guys can see yourself. See, there you are. No, so that camera there is well, I don't think is that making the pop noise. I think it could have been like that is outputting an HDMI signal that goes into a cam link that then goes in, that then converted, that goes somewhere in that chain. That pop sound was being created. I don't use that input source regardless, so that should be fine. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I haven't heard it. Nice, good. Then I think that what caused it, and I just muted that channel, and we should be good to go. Actually, I can just do like this. That's a lot easier. Yes. So, plan for today is we're gonna continue the project that I started about 2 weeks ago. I think it's 2 weeks ago. Where I want a replacement for my Anaconda. I've been flying around the Anaconda for like 2, 3, 4 years now, and I've used that as my main like travel around the bubble kind of ship, and my go anywhere, do anything kind of ship. Well, anything YouTube related kind of thing, right? So whenever I need to go somewhere to do some recording, I need to have a ship that can do all the stuff I need. Go collect engineering materials, I wanted to go, and everything. That is why that I built, that last time we built a ship. And let's just actually do a quick recap so everybody can remember, and in case you did watch that live stream, you can get up to speed about what it was we were actually doing. So we're on the previous stream, not the last one, the one before that, we built a Krait Phantom, and this is what we ended up with. So relatively good jump range, like with fuel, fully fueled, it will almost go 60. That's good for a bubble bus. Pretty respectable speed, boosting up to almost 600, meaning you can get to and from stations very, very quickly. And there's pretty much everything on here that you need. There's a decent boost interval, 8 seconds boost interval, so we can actually keep boosting, don't have to sit and wait for 30 seconds. Good fuel scoop, of course. This is the main purpose of this is to get from A to B as fast as possible, so we need a decent fuel scoop. Got an FSD booster, obviously, for that jump range. A corrosion resistant cargo hold, so you know, in case I want to go and do some recordings with some Thargoid stuff, I can carry probes, I can carry sensors, all that stuff without worrying about my ship exploding. 2 vehicle bays is a must-have because I have a tendency to blow up my vehicles from time to time when I do stupid shit. Shield generator. I don't need a big shield. It's not a combat ship. Just, you know, so when I do a hard landing or I do mess up because I'm trying to do something and then I fly into something, that also happens. And collector limpets, just because it's nice to have, you know, collecting, picking up stuff. Recon and research limpets are not necessarily that useful, but they're there as like bonus modules, and they are, of course, as you can see, they are disabled because I don't use them that often. Detailed surface scanner to find stuff and things. A beam laser and a mining lance, just so we have it on board. Framesheet wake scanner to go and find wakes. Manifest scanner if I want that. Xeno scanner if I need it. Again, these are disabled because they're not primary modules. These are nice to have modules. And just point defense. Again, if you want to go and do Guardian stuff, it's nice to have point defense so you can go and take care of the missiles. Now, if I recall correctly, the ship is already built. I should get my headphones on here so I actually hear what's going on in game. Hold on, there's no audio. There we go. Yeah, there we go. If I recall correctly, it should already be built. It just needs engineering. And I also have all the materials for the engineering. So this should be a simple matter of just do all the engineering we can remotely, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna plan the most efficient route between all the engineers we need to visit. Go and pay a visit to them one at a time, and then we're gonna see how this thing performs once it's done. Ooh, that was a little on the loud side. Just gonna tone it down a little bit. There we go. So, I'm just checking. That we got all the stuff on here. Seems that we do. Yes, but you can see none of this stuff is engineered. Some of it is, where I had modules lying around. Some of it is engineered. You don't know me for sure. Finally catching you live. Nice to have you around. And yes, so I think what we will do first is we will take this up to the remote engineer or the remote workshop, and we will get as many of the modules worked on, and then we'll make a list of the stuff that we're missing. So I'm just going to start from the top and going to say armor. I don't think I have armor here. No. You know what? You know what we need? We need a spreadsheet. Where did my spreadsheet? Oh, hold on. Spreadsheet is on the other screen. Give me a second here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Mouse. There's mouse. Woo. Spreadsheet. And get chat back. And zoom in. Okay. So we need armor. Hold on. This is wow. Module name. We need the main engineering, and we need experimentals. Okay. Let's just do like that. Oops. And then do like that. And do this in. Oh, that didn't work. Bolt. Yeah, okay, good. So armor needs both. What else do we need? We need power plant, thrusters, frameshift drive. Let's go through these one at a time. Power plant, overcharged 3 with thermal spread. Let's see. Power plant. And indeed we have overcharged. So we can do the overcharged. Should we just quickly check we have the materials? We do. And in this case, because we're stopping at grade 3, we're going to complete grade 3. There we go, we're done. So that means the power plant needs experimental. Okay. Next up we have thrusters that need dirty drive and drag drives. Pretty sure I have that pinned as well. Yep. Why stop at grade 3? So you can see here that if I increase, whoops, here we go. As I increase this, my efficiency goes down. So I could upgrade this all the way up to 5, and then I would probably be able to run some of these modules more permanently. But I don't know. How much would I be able to run? Whoops. I should run everything then. But we do lose a bit of efficiency. But I guess I'm not, should we go 5? Yeah, you know what? Let's just go 5. Just, for I'm just gonna finish the dirty drives here, and then we're gonna take that up to 5 if we have the materials. I think just for the convenience sake of not having to turn modules on and off. Yeah, but again, it is better for scooping, but I mean, this is not something where I'm expecting it to go like 10,000 light years. This thing is tops gonna fly, let's say 800 light years between jumps. That's the most I'm gonna expect that to fly. So we're not gonna need that much scooping. I mean, you can see here, we have a total range of around 400 light years on a full tank. And we can refuel in about 30 seconds, just over 30 seconds. That means that even if I have to go, 800 light years, I just have to do around just over 30 seconds of scooping in total at full rate. But still, it's not a lot of scooping that I need to do in order to reach my destination. So I'm not that afraid of overheating. Okay, let's just keep updating our spreadsheet here. Thrusters need experimental. Let's go back, go to the engines, not engines, there was the power plant. Do we have the materials? We do. Then let's just keep going. See, this is annoying to listen to. There we go. Okay, overcharged 5. Done. What are we doing next? We're doing FSD, which is pretty standard as well. Not that one. Sorry. Yeah. Shields offline, shields offline. Thank you, cesspool. Ah, almost. What's my go-to method for harvesting manufactured? Depends on what I need. Mostly I just do high-grade emissions. But else I do DAF's Hope for everything that's not grade 5. I'm just going to show you guys something here. Let's just finish that. That was the FSD. FSD, only the experimental. So if you head over to the Commander's Toolbox, and if I know Donglore right, there will be a link in the chat faster than I can copy paste it anyway. So if you go to the Commander's Toolbox and you go over here to Material Finder, what you will find is a list of all the engineering materials, their category, what subtype they belong into. Ah, okay, Donglore needs to start his PC, so I'm just gonna quickly go ahead, and that's not the link. That's the link for YouTube. Hold on. That's the link for this live stream. Is copy pasting bugged again with Synergy? Yep, it is. Okay. Ah, that's not it. Hold on. Messing this up. There we go. That should be better. There's a link for the Commander's Toolbox. But what you can also see in here is also a list of where you can get the various materials. So let's say, for instance, you're looking for, I don't know, pharmaceutical isolators. You can either do a search, you can find them here, you can see these are for high-grade emissions in systems since outbreak. Alliance or independent is best. And there's a video guide if you need it. You can click that, that will be a video for you. You can also see the subgroup and all that. So you can also just say, oh, maybe I want to know, I'm looking for manufactured and it was chemical, then you get all the chemical ones. Or maybe you just want to see all grade 5 manufactured. So boom, you can do that. How often is the toolbox updated? As often as time permits it. I'm the only one like maintaining the site, so as time permits. There's a few things that are a little outdated, but this is mostly updated. There's some of the guides, especially the mining guides, needs to have an overhaul, and there's a few things need to do in the Guardian module ones, but mostly it's kept up to date. You will also find the shield tester and a host of my different ship builds also loaded up in here. And there's also a multi-waypoint route plotter that we're gonna go ahead and play around with in a second. But for now, let's just continue. We just finished the frameshift drive. So next up on the list is life support. So life support, grade 4 lightweight. Let's do it. Come on. One more. There we go. Then we need the power distributor, but I think this one has... Yeah, this one has charge enhanced, and if I recall correctly, this one is engine focused. Yes. So that means that we need the power distributor to have both. The sensors are just normally lightweighted. Yep, just as usual. Kolo 404. Thanks a lot for becoming a member. Welcome. That's awesome. Oh, no, nah, stop. There we go. Just watched the live stream with the Sab 8. Didn't think come of what they do. No. I didn't dive in. I didn't have the time to dive in much deeper with the Sab 8s, but I might do that eventually. I still have them in case I need them. Yeah, I know, Dave. I should really get this character out to Colonia so I can unlock the engineers out there and get a better pin for some of these blueprints. Why not armored power plant? Because it's heavy. Okay, that should be the sensors. Moving on to the, we need the shield generator to have enhanced low power and fast charge. I doubt I have enhanced low power pinned. I think I have, yeah, reinforced pinned, which is a little weird to be honest. The collector was already engineered. Detail service scanner was already engineered. Yeah, that's already done. So there's nothing to be done there. Nothing to be done there. The weight scanner and the manifest scanner, as well as the point defense. What do we need here? Fast scan. And we can put ammo there. It doesn't really matter. If it's at an engineer, we have it. Then that works. So wake scan, need the main one, and manifest also need the main one. Okay, that should be everything. This is not so bad. I thought we would have to visit a lot more engineers. So, next thing we do is we take this and we put this here, and then we take this and put this here, and then we go into Inara, and we go into Galaxy, and we go into engineering, and we go into blueprints. Okay, so armor. Armor is one of those where we have to visit in order to get, because we need to go to grade 5. So in order to get grade 5 heavy duty, we need to go and visit Celine Jane. So there is no other option than to visit Celine Jane. Now, what can Celine Jane do for us other than armor? So you can do armor and hull reinforcement. That's it. Okay. Shields. Did I forget shields? I forgot shields. Thank you, guys. Shields need both. Right. Next up, we need on the core, we need the... I'm taking all the one where we need the main engineering first, because the experimentals we might be able to pick up along the way. So we're going to go with the power distributor. So for the power distributor, it doesn't really matter. We're just going to go, we need an engine focused in our case, but any will really do. So here we need the dweller. So for this one, we have to go to the dweller. And the dweller can also do beams, burst, power distributors, nothing else we can use. So next up we have the scanners. I have a feeling that the scanners, wake scanner, fast scan, is that one of those that many engineers do? No, that's actually only Tiana Fortune that can do those. So, and she does the manifest as well, if I recall correctly. She does limpets, the manifest. She would do sensors if we needed that. But that means, oops, let's put her up. Tiana Fortune in all caps, apparently. Why not put efficient on the laser? It's a medium beam laser. I don't want to waste materials for a medium beam. It's not meant for combat. It's meant for like activating Guardian sights and just, you know, shooting at stuff for a little bit. If we need to try and test out what happens if we shoot at stuff. Again, we're never going to use it for combat. If we take this into combat, it would be a bad idea. Okay, let's continue. We need shields. The power play mining laser then cannot be engineered. Mining lasers cannot be engineered. This is a mining lance. And I guess we could use that. Because it's technically a beam laser, I think. But you're arguing that we don't need the beam laser because the mining lance technically counts as a beam laser. I think actually in-game it even says that it is a mining lance beam laser. I don't know. Okay, let's just get the shields. Where is it? Should I actually zoom in so you guys can actually see what's going on here? Shield generator where we need it. Enhanced low power. Again, doesn't matter. They're all the same. Which of course need Chung. Okay, so that means we still need... Let's actually just make a list of the engineers we need to visit. We're not having a whole lot of overlap so far. Internet Fighter Pilot says, please help. Can you make a PvE combat cutter build video? I tried to use the cube combat build on my cutter, but it uses too much power. I applied the cube combat build to all my ships and worked great, thank you. Yeah, the problem with the cutter is if you put, it's always power hungry if you use prismatics. So try to go biweaves. I can't remember, does the cube, I think the cube combat use, no, you actually use prismatics. So that's the issue. By the way, thanks for the donation. The issue with the cutter is that if you put prismatics on it, it is extremely power hungry. And keeping that thing fed with power means you have to sacrifice elsewhere. So it could be a way to go with the cutter to consider biweaves. Or you would have to maybe swap out some of the lasers for more multi-cannons. So maybe try to, that would be my suggestion, try to play around with your weapons to have maybe a slightly heavier focus on the multi-cannons rather than when that many lasers. That would probably be a good way to go. So, we need to have experimentals for the power plant, the thrusters, and the FSD. Now, we basically just need to figure out where we have the most overlap. So for the power plant, the thrusters, and the FSD. So the ones that we could potentially go to are the following. Oops. So we can get Farseer can do 2 of them so far. Okay, Farseer can do all of them. She can do FSD, she can do thrusters, not to that high level, but we don't need for experimentals. So that means we just need to add Felicia Farseer here. Thank you, Farseer. Hey, you boot. What happened to your PC, Donglora? Yes, Picard, I do have enough mats. I've ensured that before I left. Okay, so here we have the list of engineers we need to visit. So let's head over here to the multi-waypoint route planner. I'm currently in Shinrata Deshra. Gonna add that as a system. Celine Jane, I believe she's already here in system. No, that's wrong. That's Laura Jameson, of course. So we need to visit Celine Jane. Gonna add her. we're gonna need to visit... Where's the Dweller? The Dweller. Need to visit Tiana Fortune. There's Tiana. We need to visit Li Chong. And we need to visit Farseer. There we go. And I want to start in Shinrata Deshra. So currently we are at 704 light years for this route. Let's just optimize it. Boom. 588 by just reshuffling the order that we do it engineers in. Beautiful. That just saved me like 100 something light years. Actually, could we do this circular? If we do this full circle, it will of course be longer then. Yeah, so route is now slightly longer, but we're now going full circle. And as many of you pointed out, we should of course not do it in this order. We're going to do this list backwards. Again, this is a circular route, so we can start from the bottom or from the top. We're going to go to Decat first, because that's where Farseer is, where we're going to get the FSD. Yes. So, we can click copy. Go in game. Let's go. 2 jumps. It's nothing. Let's get in space. Thank you, Exilum. Beer Keg says, my PC looks like it's built by the lazy. I'll do cable management at some point. What kind of build is this? This is my new camera build. Oh, hold on. Oh, I need to get used to this. Whoa. Ah. Need to get that capacitor. Whee! Heats. Yes, I can read this. Chief Dog asks, how's my faction or my squadron doing against the fight? The fight at least is going back and forth. The last couple of days has really been an even fight. Like some days they have gotten a bit of a boost, some days we got. But overall, I think we have a just about 10% gap right now. And often it moves like a 1 to 2% per day. So it's still gonna take some time. Especially when the fight is even as it is right now. Yeah, it's hard work, but again, they're putting up a good fight. Absolutely. Throwback. I mean, if you guys want to help, we are always in need of more commanders. Okay, where is Farseer? Should we guess there? Yes, Discord is where everything's coordinated and where you can get the info you need. And thank you, Donkalora, very handily. There's now a link for Discord in the chat. Okay, full speed ahead. Okay, so what do we need here at Farseer? At Farseer, we need... Oh, right, yeah. All those modules just need their experimental upgrades. Very nice. So better that dirty drive there. And what do we need on the power plant again? Oh, I haven't selected any. I guess thermal spread. Yeah, thermal spread. Where's the jump range actually at right now? Ah, it's not too bad. Durkin Reaper, I think. Says, thank you for leading me to GameGlass. Absolutely love it. It's a wonderful little tool. Oops. I mean, GameGlass is one of those tools. It's just a... It's as close to a perfect match for both what I do on the channel, because, I mean, it's both as a sponsor, they are absolutely wonderful people. I mean, they started this project, the GameGlass project, because they... Not because they intended it to make it into a business, but because they saw a need for a tool like that. If you're not familiar with GameGlass, it's like a thing you run on your tablet or phone or something like that, preferably a tablet. And then it gives you like a small panel, and you can then sit and you can control your ship from that panel, like basic things like landing gear and targeting hostile enemies and cycling through landing, like not landing gear, subs, all kinds of stuff. Basically, if there's a key binding fort in Elite, you can almost be able to find a place in GameGlass you can do it. Where is Farseer? Didn't I target the base, or did I just target the moon? I just targeted the moon. Should probably target the base directly. There we go. Brought every shot they have for Elite and Dangerous. Nice. Needs more hot and mucks. I mean, hot and mucks you will have to supply yourself. Oops. Oh, this is coming in a little faster. Nope. This is what happens when you're flying a ship you're not used to and trying to read chat. Now, how quick was this ship again? So you can average around a kilometer. I'm just considering if it's worth going back up and coming back down, or just go there straight. Because I think actually if we average like 500 meters a second, that's 2 seconds per kilometer, meaning it's 2 minutes and we're there. We'll just go and do this instead. Actually, Dungalore, what I found is quite neat. I'm planning to do a small, I want to do a small upgrade to my, to the studio. I know I did a full like rebuild of it recently, but there's a few things that I haven't set up my VR. I want to move the microphone, and one thing that I found is, do you know that like, you can get these lamps that are like an arm, like a telescopic arm kind of thing. You can like a two-piece arm with springs and stuff. You can get those, but instead of a lamp at the end, there's a tablet like clamp. And I was considering getting one of those and then putting that on the back of my table behind my screens, and then have the tablet basically like over my screen. So I would basically could have like a small tablet up here to sit, or in this side maybe, where I could then sit and control my ship from. What's the best medium PvE ship, in my opinion? I would have to go with the Krait Mark II. Yeah, some may swear to the FDL. Personally, I like the Krait Mark II, but FDL's it's a good choice too. There's actually a lot of good combat ships. Doing the Beyond series of updates, we just got absolutely flooded with medium combat ships. So there's so many of them. There's the whole like Challenger, Chieftain, Crusader, those kind of ships as well. There's some pretty decent ones in there. Some of the Alliance ships can also be pretty good, depending on what you like. I've never been a huge fan of the Mamba. I mean, I prefer the FTL, I think. Oh, hold on, what's the gravity like here? Not bad, okay. I've definitely not gotten used to the thrusters on this one yet.
Touchdown complete. Engaging ship restraints. Your arrival has been noted.
So we can do engines, where we can go here, experimental, and put drag drives on them. We can go FSD and do mass manager. We can go power plant and do thermal spread. So that means all of these there are now done. Who's next on the list? We need to head to Agnar. No, hold on. Ah, hold on.
Ship restraints disengaged. Commence departure.
So, the green screen behind me. Yeah, rabbits. So the green screen behind me is basically mounted up in the ceiling, and then it's hanged. And then in the bottom of the green screen, there's like a channel, where I just have like a basically like a piece of wood that just runs inside the channel just to add even weight in the full length of the green screen to give an even pull so that it doesn't like wrinkle and all that stuff. But in order for that pull to work, the green screen is like that much above the ground. There's just like a centimeter or two from the bottom of the green screen and to up to the ground, right? One of the bunnies have found out that it's really funny to run up around the back of the green screen, between the green screen and the wall. Let me see. No, that's not right. Not that one. Oh, I have my landing gear, that's why. I thought it was that button. There we go. You're absolutely right. I can't get mad at the bunnies. Sometimes I can get really annoyed at them. Like that one time when they, you know, you've been playing the games, you put down your headset on the table and the wire's just hanging off the edge of the table. Just low enough that when you come home from work, they go, yoink, they bite the cable over for your headset. Then you can get quite annoyed. But yeah, choo-choo, bye-bye cable. And the countless times that I've had to rerun my Ethernet cables because they managed to somehow get access to them. Laudus says, what ship is this? This is the Krait Phantom. What's a bubble bus? It's exactly what it sounds. It's a ship that carries you around the bubble. Yeah, Bluetooth headphones. I used to have a wireless headset, but I don't know. Just constantly you have to remember to put it on the charger, and then having it all of a sudden die if you decide to have like very long play sessions. Did you do thermal spread? I did thermal spread, yes. Somebody asked about the jump range of the ship. So we added about 2 light years, I think, to the jump range. Again, we're almost at 60 now on the with a full fuel tank. That's pretty good. Actually, there's been a lot of people who've been asking me about control bindings lately. What I actually have coming up, the video is already recorded and uploaded and ready to go. It's going to come out either this week or next week, I don't know. But I have a video, it's a really long one, but I'm doing a video where I go over every single key binding in Elite Dangerous and what it does. I don't give it recommendations for where you should bind it or anything, but it's just like a I want to do like a reference guide where if you like, oh, what does that thing do? Then you can go into the video and there's like timestamps for all the different subcategories. And you can then go in and find a timestamp for that subcategory where your key binding is, jump to that point in the video, and then I go through those key binding. And each section is only like 2, maybe 3 minutes for the big ones, for some of the big categories where there's a lot of key bindings. But otherwise I try to keep each section really, really compressed, where I just go and say, this does this does that, dum. And that, again, the idea was to like use it as a quick reference guide. So if you ever have like, I don't know what that does, you go to the video, you jump to the timestamp, and then you just probably only have to watch like 1, maybe 2 minutes of video, and then you should have your answer. Like a lot of work, yes. I kid you not. You would think, I mean, how long can it take to go through the go through all key bindings? The video is like 45 minutes. It took well over an hour to record, just going over the different key bindings.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I mean, Elite has 3 separate ways you can bind your key bindings for flying your ship, depending on what you're doing. Would have fit any time. There is already a Guardian FSD booster on this, so no more needed. Have you ever? Yes, I have used voice to targets quite a while ago, but I stopped using it because, not because, I mean, I can definitely see why people like voice attack, but I stopped using it because I noticed I was getting used to using voice attack when I was not recording, meaning that whenever I was recording, all those commands that I would usually do through voice attack, I was like, so where is that button? I still do that now when I'm not using voice attack. And obviously using voice attack in the middle of a live stream or in the middle of a video, it doesn't really work that well. So that's why I actually stopped using voice attack, because it was just more convenient for me to get the button position into muscle memory, so it would be more fluent for me when I was recording or live streaming and stuff like that. And that's also why I want a more permanent setup for my my tablet. I want to have like an arm so I can have it up here more permanently. Because right now it's like every time I have to use it, I have to get it out and put it out in front of me, and then sometimes I forget to charge it or something. So I just want it up there, like mounted permanently with a charger in it, so it's always fully charged. I can just sit there and I can use that as a secondary screen. And then of course Stream Deck as well that I need to set up as well. I haven't set it up yet, but look at that with like, I don't know if you start. So let me just get the big camera up here. See that? With a little Elite logo on. Isn't that cool? I think Frontier's actually running a giveaway at the moment where you can win one. Hold on, let me just check. Once again, where do you go if you need information? You go to Commander's Toolbox. You check here because I have the... Yeah, here we go. Here it is. Enter the competition to celebrate your 300th Elite Dangerous newsletter for a chance to win an Elite Dangerous Elgato Stream Deck with one of our 5,000 ARC bundles. There's a link here. Again, go to Commander's Toolbox and you can find it in the newsfeed right here. I think this edition with having the Twitter newsfeed, because Frontier is very active on Twitter. They do a lot of stuff. They pretty much post everything there and then some. And that's why I figured the best way to actually integrate some kind of newsfeed was just to basically integrate the main Frontier and the Elite Dangerous Twitter accounts and all their tweets. And it's been working great. Oh, that looks great. Look at that. That's a good looking moon. I like that. What is it with engineers and craters? Why do they like building their bases inside craters? That's where the mats are, okay. Oh, right. Wait. Isn't Tiana Fortune the engineer that needs landmines? That makes sense why she's in a crater. This is not a meteor strike. It's just landmines. Yeah, too much testing.
Alpha, commencing automated flight control routine. Please observe docking protocols. Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 02.
Oops, little too early there. There we go.
Touchdown complete. Engaging ship restraints. Your arrival has been noted.
Okay. Tiana Fortune. What do we need here? We need wake scanner, manifest scanner. Got it. And we need fast scan. Ooh, do I have enough adaptive encryption? I only have 10. I don't think that's enough. Huh. I could have... Did I forget one of them? I must have. Yeah, see, we already used half of them. And we're gonna need at least 7 rolls in this one. Oh well, I guess I will have to come back for one of them. I got the manifest scanner. The wake scanner was actually the more important one. Yeah, I'm low on adaptive encrypted captures. Great. And we are. Okay, so this one is getting a green wake scanner. Hold on. Making that red. Okay, who's next? We have to come back for that. Very nice. No, I didn't pin. I have something else pinned here, I think.
Ship restraints disengaged. Commence.
I could have pinned it so I didn't have to actually fly here, but it doesn't matter. It's okay. How many jumps? 3 jumps. Right, you know what, actually, before we go on to the next one, I forgot to bring water when the live stream started, and I need water. So, I'm just gonna go and get that. While I do that, you guys can head down below the stream and give it a like if you like it, and I'll be back in less than a minute. There we go, and I'm back. Did I put this headset on right? I think I did. Good. Let's go. Now with water. Ah, that is so much better. Hello, David. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Vodka? Yep, vodka as usual. Big Bucks say, just watched your mining guide last night. Made 78 million on my first mining run. That's a good first run. Thanks for the bits and help. You're very welcome. Doing pretty well. I'm pretty excited to get this ship up and running. Other than that, this week is pretty much just wedding planning, to be honest. Or well, wedding preparation planning is done. I have like 25 tablecloths I need to iron. It's taking forever. Yeah, wedding's next weekend on Saturday. Can I put a bunny feed? Okay, so here's the problem with the bunny feeds. Now, the bunnies, they are free roaming, meaning it's not like they do have like a place down here that's theirs, but sometimes they're here, sometimes they're in the living room, and sometimes they're hiding under the couch. Sometimes they're hiding behind I don't know. They're hiding everywhere. And that makes it very, very difficult to put up a dedicated bunny cam, simply because I don't know where they're gonna be. So I could end up having just a video feed of a rock on a floor, which is gonna look very weird. So yes, people have been asking for bunny cams, and that's why I end up doing that, the breaker, where I actually purposely set up the camera in the living room and then put out some snacks on the floor to get the bunnies to actually stay in front of the camera for at least some period of time, so I could use that kind of as a bunny cam for the stream breaker. Buddies on the kitchen stove. Buddies are not food, buddies are friends. Some people ask what kind of, if I use keyboard and mouse. Nope, I use a Virpil Constellation Alpha as the joystick, and a, oh, this thing is heavy, Virpil CM1 Mongoose T50. I think it's the one they call CM1. They have a CM2 version now. Boom. That thing is so heavy. Put a GoPro on a body harness. Yeah, then stream that. Whee! Yes, I know. That's also part of the upgrades I want to do. I want to actually put a shock mount on the microphone. It doesn't have one right now, but it needs one. So I want an arm for my I want an arm for the tablet. I want a shock mount for that. I want to get my VR sensors set up again for my VR headset. I haven't used that since the well, for a very long time now, but haven't been used in a while. So I wanted to get that up and running again. And then I have a plan to like front mount VR connections under the desk. So basically I have USB and an HDMI pass-through fitted underneath my desk, so I can, whenever I need the VR headset, I just plug it in right underneath the mouse pad basically, and then I'm good to go. Whee! Requests, not quite there yet. Okay, we need to be a little careful here. Gravity is
Flight control routine. Please observe docking protocols.
a little on the strong side.
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 02.
Landing gear deployed.
Slowly getting more familiar with this now.
Touchdown complete. Engaging ship restraints. Your arrival has...
No. So the studio upgrade stuff is probably gonna be after the wedding. There's nothing like that now. That's later down the road. I'm just beginning to plan it out so that once we get there, then that's ready to go. Okay, the surface scanner should be good to go. Yes. Shield generator. That needed a low... Wasn't that low? Where was it? Optional internal shield. I think it was the low thingy. Low, yes, low and fast charge. Great. Just checking. I actually got the materials for this. I do. Great. Is my wife watching the stream? I don't think the usual lead streams, no. Sometimes if I do videos like studio rebuilds and stuff like that, she will watch them. But the usual videos, no. Come on. Ah. I know this doesn't do any, doesn't matter. And fast charge. There we go. So that was shields from Li Chong. Where do we go next? We go to cook. Ah, yeah. So if I go up to the like the office space above me, I can stand. I have the standing height for me. If I stand close to the railing, in close to the wall, I don't have standing height. But it doesn't matter because I have a few of my camera gear up there. But other than that, it's pretty much only my wife that's gonna be up there, and she's way shorter than I am, so it doesn't really matter.
Disengaging automated flight control routine. Safe flow, Commander.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
How many jumps do we have? 2 jumps. So what, 2 more engineers? Shouldn't take too long. We might actually have time to go and give this a little test flight. You know, we were running out of, was it adaptive encrypting captures, I think?
Disengaged.
Yeah. So we might actually have the time to go down and pick that up from Jameson's crash site. Again, people are asking. Go to the toolbox. Go to the material finder. Don't crash into the star. Hold on. Come on. Thank you. Right, that's a bit of a trip. 3, 2, 1, let's go. While we do that, we can just quickly go, and I want to find adaptive encryption captures. And we can see here we get those straight from Jameson's crash site. Easy. And if everyone doubt how that worked, lo and behold, there's a video. You can go click that. Again, so we have a bit of a flight here, so this would be a great time to remind you guys to go down and give the stream a like. It really, really helps with them YouTube algorithm. Actually, I think dislikes even helps as well for some reason. Don't ask me why, but I would prefer if you hit the like button. Zach asks, is it a good idea to grind out max inventory for all mats? I've considered doing it, but only if I had absolutely nothing else to do in Elite. Then I thought that could be a fun project. Just, you know, because why not? But I've never gotten to that point where I felt like I had to go and just hard grind all materials up to max. But I mean, if you have nothing else to do in the game, then that could be a project. Just grind everything up. That pretty much means you're gonna be set for materials for a foreseeable future. And if I remember correct, we did go over the build. Yes, we did. What we can actually do is just gonna slow down a bit here. In case people are interested, I will be posting a link for the build. Let's actually just get a shorthand link. Just because if people want to copy it, I want to remind people that this is built for a very, very specific purpose. I hate, so my copy paste, my cross screener copy or cross machine copy paste is not working. You know what? I should be able to go to Twitch TV / down to Astronomy/chat. And do that. Haha! And now I can go to the other machine. I can copy paste it from chat. Like that. And then I can go onto YouTube. Aha! Big brain. Bunkin asks how I wrote it. I use a piece of software called Synergy. It's basically like a small piece of software. I'm running it on my host PC, on my main PC, and I'm running the same on my secondary, or my stream PC. The stream PC doesn't have a keyboard or mouse plugged in at all. It just have that software, and whenever I boot it up, if I have my main machine running as well, I can just basically just run just as if it was two different screens. I can just run it out the edge over, and then would move over to the other PC. But it is two different machines. It just allows me to seamlessly control the mouse from two different computers, which is really neat. But sometimes the clip holder doesn't really work. It is a paid software, but it's like, yeah, okay, the download post. It's $29, and as you pay for it once and you own it for life. They sometimes come out. I think they're working on a version 2 or something at some point, but or is this number 2? I don't know. I've seen them talk about making a new version at some point, but no, to be honest, for what it does, I mean, $29 for one pay once, own forever for a software just like solves that problem for you is amazing. And there are other solutions. Like, yes, you could like remote desktop into it to the other machine, or like many other solutions, right? But just running that, and because it works, it even works before you log into the actual machine. So when you get like the sign-in page, when you need to type your PIN or whatever you use to sign in, it still just works. You just drag the mouse over and you're good to go. And that's why you will sometimes see me switch input on the secondary monitor. So my secondary monitor has both the main PC and the streaming PC plugged into it. When I'm not using the stream PC, this one is just a secondary monitor for the main rig, where I can have, like, I don't know, spreadsheets or YouTube videos or Discord or whatever I'm using. That could be sitting over there. And when I'm then, if I'm recording, for instance, or live streaming, then I switch the input over, so it's displaying the stream PC, and I can then see all my recording software, and I can see chat and all that stuff. It's really nice. Okay, let's speed up again. I mean, the lag, so someone mentioned the lag. The lag is not bad. I mean, it is there, but for normal tasks like browsing, if you're just browsing a web page or like moving files around, stuff like that, you don't notice it. If you were playing, like, trying to play like first-person shooters, you probably would run into trouble. But just for day-to-day tasks, it's fine. And what I mainly use this for is just, you know, like move files to the server when I'm done recording and start and stop recording software. Most of the time that piece is just sitting there, just displaying things, recording stuff. Oh, I was a little quick there. Okay,
Touchdown complete. Engaging.
Celine Jane, what are we doing here? We're doing armor,
Your arrival has been
meaning we're gonna do heavy duty. Okay, I get that point, Henrik. That if it's a pay once, then you can't expect them to continuously support it. I get that. It's a valid point. But for me, I wouldn't. I mean, if they went out of business tomorrow, and I would still have the software installed. And yes, if I ever had to reinstall, I wouldn't be able to get my hands on it again. But again, I paid $29 for it, and it served me quite well so far. And there are plenty of other solutions, so it wouldn't be the end of the world if I had to go and get another piece of software to do the same task, basically. But I get it. If it's a software where you're more dependent on them updating it, right? Like that could be maybe an editing software. Sometimes you really want your edit. You won't maybe have the new whatever features they add to editing software. Then you can pay a subscription service for that, or you can run with the model that Vegas is doing, where they have relatively frequent just new versions, new major releases, and then you have to buy a new major release if you want that, but you don't have to. I kind of like that approach, that there is a new version, it has more features. If you want those new features, you have to buy the new version, or you can upgrade to the new version, compared to After Effects or the Adobe Premiere, where you have to pay a subscription. I'm not a big fan of subscriptions. Okay, that was armor. Finally, the power distributor at the Dweller. We actually see our route now. Can you see where we started to fly to? Whoops. Hold on, let's just get this off the pad.
commence departure.
Yeah, I know. Dual Universe seems to be a subscription, and I must admit I'm not a big fan of that subscription model. I like the game. The game has potential. It needs some polishing, but the game has potential. Not a big fan of the subscription, but the subscription.
Disengaging automated flight control routine. Safe travels, Commander.
Now, what I wanted to show you, look at that. Can you see how it's taken us in like a nice circle? So we started here, we went around in a nice circle, and then came around back because it wants to send us back. We started over there in Shinrata Deshra, and then it kind of sent us in a circle to come back. That's what we asked it for. We asked it for a circular route, so we come back to the start again.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, that's a tool I designed. Everything, the code behind it, the front end, everything. I don't know, the front end is not fancy or anything, but it works. And it's relatively quick. Again, you can... Right now we're running relatively few systems, but... there I think if you have more than... Is it 7 systems in it? I think if you go over 7 systems, it begins to use another... algorithm to solve the traveling salesman problem, to that's less accurate, but it's a lot faster, because problem is with the method that I use for low number of systems, so 7 or lower, the method I use is not very, it's computationally heavy. It does take quite a bit of time to compute, but for a low number of systems that doesn't matter. But that method will always give you the best route, the shortest route. Whereas if you begin to use a lot of systems, it will use a less accurate method to compute it, but a much faster one. So you're gonna get a result, but it may not be the best route you can get. So you can actually see it here. You could just try it for fun. And we just add like a few more engineers to the list here. Just go ahead and remove that one there, and just add like I don't know, Invia Matuk and Didi and like that. So we just have do we add Ramta already? No. So just added I just added a lot of engineers. If I click optimize now, it just say warning, large number of systems using faster but less accurate solution. Sab asked how did I do a circular route? So basically I can set my start, I can set that I don't care where I start and I don't care where I stop. Oh, right, just... Then if I do that, it will just optimize it in whatever order that's the fastest. Like, where's the best to start, where's best to end. But I could say I want to start, my start system should be Shinrata Deshra, and my end system should be Shinrata Deshra. Now it will be a circular route that will send me back to my starting point. And you can see if I click optimize, it does in fact add Shinrata Deshra as the last jump here towards the end. Because of course it sends me all the way back. And if I don't want a circular route, I can just remove that and say, I don't care where my end system is, I just want to have that as my start system. And then I could optimize that, and then it does that. Then it will, the end of your route will then be like pretty far away from Shinrata, but you will have gotten through those points as fast as possible. So if, for instance, you're doing an exploration trip and you want to go from one point and you just say, I want to visit all of these points and I don't really care where I end, I just want to visit all of these, you can just put any system in the bubble, put all your destinations in here, click optimize, and then figure out which order should you visit them in for the least number of jumps. Which for longer trips can be a significant number of jumps that are saved. And it doesn't care that it doesn't matter how big the distance between the systems are, because it doesn't calculate your individual jumps. It just calculates the distance between each waypoint. So it doesn't matter how big the distance is. You can do this from the bubble to Beagle Point, and it doesn't matter. It's the same computations that's happening behind the scenes. Isanam says, how can you integrate that with Elite Dangerous to autoplot your routes? Well, for that, I think I would actually have to either be really, really persuasive at Frontier or actually work there. And I doubt neither of that's gonna happen. I mean, that's why there is that little copy button that sends the system name to your clip holder. That's the best I can do to put it into the game. I can't actually plot it on the map for you, but I can put the system name in your clip holder, so you can just copy and paste it. Right? That's why you have these small copy buttons, so you can just say, okay, I want to go there, copy. And now you can see here that system name is now in my clip holder. It's quite neat. Would I work there if opportunity arose? No, not because I think Frontier is a bad company to work at, but I would not be able to continue the YouTube channel if I did, and I'm enjoying this way too much. So I'm pretty sure Frontier could be an interesting place to work, and yeah, NDA. But okay, you could argue that yes, I could just be under like the mother of all NDAs and just say you can't say anything. But I wouldn't be able to do any kind of speculations, and sometimes I do videos that Frontier may not be like approve of too much, and if I were suddenly on their payroll, well, all of a sudden I wouldn't be able to do videos like that because, well, I would risk losing my job because of it. And there's a problem with like all of a sudden if I go out and say, oh, I wish we could have this and this and that in the game, some people would suddenly begin to see that as being an official statement. So no, that's just, again, I'm pretty sure it's a very interesting place to work. They're doing a lot of interesting stuff, and especially some of the stuff they've done behind the scenes when they're building Elite, I think is extremely cool. But I'm just enjoying this too much. But I would find out where Raxler is. Maybe. If it actually exists. That's the whole problem. Okay, that's actually a good point. Dodges Asylum says, but you could take breaks and do... So... if they were doing something like, hey, we're not going to tell you anything what's going on regarding what's coming to the game, but we just need someone to host live streams and stuff like that, and set that up, sure. But again, would I still, I don't know. I think it would just be a mess. Okay, power distributor. Engine focused. Sensu, thanks a lot for the donation. Sensu Sella? Was that how it was pronounced? Sensu lover. Ha! Right. I just need to split that word right, my mind. Thanks a lot for the donations. Very much appreciated. And I'm glad you like the content I do. And I enjoy making it, and I'll probably keep doing this for a foreseeable future. Neil, that would be trolly if they put Raxler in the new player systems. No, stupid bunny. You want to play spaceship games? Okay. put you down again. There we go. Body cap for the win. Doesn't the body tune your cables? Not if you have extreme cable management. Then they can't access them. Oh, did I end up with cluster capacitor, or did I end up with super conduit? Or whatever that's called. Super conduit. Nice. Okay. That's the power distributor done. So it's just a wake scanner. I think what we're gonna do is messing around with everything here. There we go. No, not that one. That one. Let's just actually clear this. Where is Jameson's crash site? As I can remember. There. Let's just go down and let's pick up some materials just to give this a little test flight, and then we can get the last data we need anyway while we're down there. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's see how this thing boosts now. Oh, this is much better. Let's actually put all 4 pips in.
Automated flight control protocol now offline. Thank you, Commander.
Can't have a crate without perma boost. Nope. I think 8 seconds is a little on the long side for perma boosting, but again, not a combat ship. Video is jittery. I don't think it shouldn't be. I'm having all green lights on my end. Okay, try to refresh the stream if you have a jittery stream, then that sometimes helps. Oh, I need more water. Water. How many jumps did we have again? Like dolphin 4? Oh. Hold on. Why doesn't it have the system targeted? Huh. That's weird. Oh, right.
Shift drive charging. 3, 2.
Very funny, dark side. We could make a bot, Dongloro, if we need one. I don't know what the bot should do. We can have a bot.
Frameshift drive charging.
Power distributor is pretty undersized, to be honest. See, I'm running a 3D. So it is pretty undersized, but again, this is for weight. I just wanted to be able to have a decent boost interval, but I wanted to get it as light as possible for that speed and that jump range. How does this thing handle heat? Let's try to go for a early FSD. It actually handles heat quite well. See, that extra overcharge didn't really matter. Two more jumps.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't. Now we're gonna see, because when I used to go down there in the Anaconda, it's always a pain to find a parking spot. We'll see if the Phantom is easier. By the way, we need to give this ship a name. It has not yet been named. It's almost fully engineered, but it's not been named yet. Last time we were considering, because it's like a camera, it's a Phantom camera. We were like looking into there's some high-speed manufacturers that does Phantom, that has a Phantom Flex something. I think there's a high-speed camera manufacturer. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Let's put ideas. There's a stream chat in the bottom of the Discord server. Let's put those in there. Cameraman 1. This would be Cameraman 2. We have the camera Condor already. Name it Gavin. The real taxi. The Shutter Phantom. Slow-mo, guys. Emmanuel, you're very welcome. Pepper. Phantom Flare. Astrocam. Astrobus. Crazy Taxi. Ghost Cam. Ghost Cam, yeah. Cool pick. Bunny Bus. Bunny Bus. Okay. If nothing else, that's funny. I wonder where the crash site is. Wouldn't it happen to be around this planet here? Let's head out towards that, and we should be able to see it once we get there. Ghost Cab. Shutter Bus. God, you guys are full of good ideas. Phantom Cam. Yeah, brainstorming is just fine. Donglaw's gonna have a hard time keeping up with ideas here. Oh, he's actually doing quite well. Yeah, we got a lot of good jokes today. Yeah, body cam. Just because people have always been asking me to make a body cam that we just, as a joke, called the ship the body cam. Yeah, I've been here before, so I should be able to see the crash site once we're here. There it is. But if we're gonna name this the bunny cam, I need to change the ship kits on it so it looks more like a bunny. So instead of having one tail fin, it should have two, so it can be like bunny ears. Needs to be pink. I like this paint job. Let's get this into the sunlight. Look at that. That's a good looking paint job. And it's always the night side.
Orbital flight engaged.
And I'm always overshooting when I'm not paying attention. The camera crate. Or go with the good old, like, crate jokes. Oops, did it again. Well, it should be fast enough now. The greatest camera. They have new iridescent paint jobs. Oh right, I did see that in the launcher. I haven't looked at them. Maybe we should look at them next time we are in a station. I think I have night vision on, we're just not close enough yet. Yeah, there we can see the night vision slowly creeping in. No string lights. Nope, no string lights. Krait Scout. No, that's blasphemy there. Yes, the planet is tightly locked. Okay, let's see how this thing lands. I actually do one more boost. Gravity here is almost non-existent.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, I love the boost. That's one of the things I love about this ship. The boost speed is so nice. You just sit there and boost at almost 600. And it just means that getting anywhere is just so much faster if you want to go to into a station or anything like that. Okay, let's see how easy this thing is to park. On suitable terrain. Oh. Oh, there's a very tiny spot there. Oh, one right behind us. It is a small spot. Let's find a bigger spot than this. Let's go over here to the flat piece. Beautiful. Why can't is this one? Is it turned off? Yes, it is. My thrusters are off because I've landed. That is off. I turned a lot of stuff off because I hadn't engineered my power plant, so I had to do it to actually... There we go. Now everything should be online.
Drive assist. Low gravity warning. Drive assist.
So let's see if we can find that spot. It's usually in there between these two, right in the tail.
Drive assist. On.
I can reach that one, that one, that one, that one. Perfect. There we go. We got adaptive encryption captures. Come on. Got another one. And another one. And another one. Well, see, that was one. How many did we get there? 4, I think. Yeah, look, we're up to 12 of them. And this is grade 5 data. Exit. Main menu. Jump back in. And do it again. More. We got one there as well. Got some cracked industrial firmware that time. And more adaptive encryption captures. You know what I should actually do? I should actually go and move my camera over there. Just so I'm not in the way. Exit, main menu. What happened there? Got nothing out of that one. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Link to the tool website, it is commanders with an S and then a hyphen and then toolbox.com. There's a link for it now in the description. Okay, how much data do we have? Are we there yet? Probably not. We're like a third of the way. That's not too bad. Actually, do I still have this set up for mouse controls? I do. Well, for one axis only. We're gonna do a wing mining stream again. I don't know, I should do more open live streams again at some point. So I just want to fill up on data, and then once we're full, we're gonna head back and we're gonna get that that scanner upgraded. Not the most engaging gameplay, but it works. I'm gonna try Star Citizen some more. Absolutely. I actually have a Star Citizens video coming out again in the next couple of weeks, recorded and ready. And I have yet another video that is partly recorded, but hadn't been. I need to do the final recording. Whoops. I need to do the final recording as well as some that need to be edited and all that stuff. So yes, definitely. Any ideas when the next Dev Diary is coming out? I have no idea, but my guess would be they're gonna do one per month, but I don't know. This is just a guess. If you kind of look at, so they did one on exploration, they're probably gonna do one on mining, they're probably gonna do one on combat. So that's at least 3, at least 2 more. And they're probably going to do, I would imagine they're going to do a 4th one as well. On maybe missions and those kind of like non-combat, non-mining related activities. So they say they're going to do 3 more. Now they did one in August, September, November, December. Yeah, sounds about right. They have one each month for the rest of the year. I don't know. This is just a guess. I absolutely don't know, but that would be my guess. I'm looking forward to the mining one. It could be the next one. I think all the combat, and I think combat is going to be one of the last ones because there's going to be a lot of questions around that, and there's going to be a lot of stuff to dive into there. And I feel like mining is a simple, is a standalone, it should be fairly standalone compared to some of the other activities. So I hope mining is going to be next, but it's also my bias because I like mining. Oh, that might actually be. I'm always looking for interesting ships to visit. I've visited most of the larger ships. Haven't recorded all of them yet for ship tours. But I want to find. I think it's time I find something else than just looking at ships. Even though it is fun, but I definitely want to do more at some point. Mining, okay, so mining in Odyssey can either be extremely fun or it could be extremely dull. I mean, if what they've done is rocks on surface, you take little hand axe, mining laser, whatever, you go up to rock, point it at rock, shoot at rock, collect stuff, and rinse and repeat. Then, yeah, okay. If they add a little bit of danger into it, a little bit of challenge, maybe some small mini games or something that means you need to practice or need to be better as a player and not just need. I mean, if there's no skill cap, if there's only just you just need the best module and then you're as good as you're ever gonna be. I think it's more fun when there's a bit of a skill gap in there. There's something you need to learn. Like with subsurface mining, where you need to learn to like let go of the trigger at the right point. It takes a little bit of practice. And I really like what they've done with subsurface mining and with coal mining. So I hope they're gonna add small like skill-based mini games in there. Okay, let's check after this one how much we have. I think we're pretty close. Okay, at 90, so I need 4 more pickups. So if we're lucky, we can get it on this run. Let's see. Nope, we didn't get anything there. Modified embedded, modified consumer firmware and cracked industrial firmware, so nothing on that one either. I think we got one there. Yeah, adaptive encryption capture. That's 1. There's 3 remaining. I see firmware, so that's not. We got cracked industrial firmware. Only got 1. And then we're going to go back, we're going to finish that engineering, and then we're going to look at paint jobs. I want to see what they've done with the new paint jobs, and if there's anything I want to swap it out for. And we're going to maybe also do some swapping around of the ship kits for this. Come on, RNGesus. Yes, I can see capture. So, 2 more to go. Nothing on that one. Yeah, that's 1. 1 more to go. Are we gonna get it? I think no. Nope, we got cracked industrial firmware. We have to do 1 more run. Oh, run. There's not much running in this. We're not really moving at all. Just 1 more loop, I should probably say. Come on. Yeah, there it is. Oh! Cesspool, thanks a lot for the donation. Just for good measures, I'm gonna scan the last one. Ah, nice. We got some cracked industrial firmware. Okay. Let's get back to the ship. Oops. Ah. The RTX, new RTX cards. No, we haven't discussed that on stream. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna upgrade. It's just, it's really expensive. And I mean, oh, oops. Right now I'm running the game at, like, you can see it down here in the corner, just turned on FPS mode, so you can see that. Running at mostly like 70 to 80 FPS with everything cracked at 1440p. I can't complain about that. Okay, I can't remember what engineer it was that did all the scanners. So we needed the wake scanner, fast scan. Oh yeah, right, that was Tiara Fortune. That's it's a nice long trip.
Frameshift drive charging. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, okay. Boobo says still on a 980 Ti, so a 3080 is a no-brainer. Absolutely. If you're running a 980 Ti, which by no means is a bad graphics card. I mean, it's 2 generations old by now, but skipping 2 generations, upgrading every 3rd generation, it seems to be pretty good. That should be a very nice upgrade. But again, the upgrade from a 2080 Ti to a 3090 is going to be, well, you're going to have a lot more RAM, which is going to help in some games. But I don't know how much more FPS it's gonna give. A little nicer. It's a lot nicer to fly the ship than the Anaconda. So happy with this.
Frameshift drive charging.
What? God damn it. I dropped too close. I dropped to the within the departure zone. Damn it. That's right, the first version of the camera conda couldn't boot. It was running a 1D power distributor.
Frameshift drive charging.
Many jumps? 5 jumps. Okay, here we go.
3, 2.
I hope they have a iridescent one with a green tint. I really like that new metallic paint job, like the colored metallic paint job they have for the Corvette. That looks amazing. I just really hope they're gonna have something similar for this one. Probably not, but I wouldn't mind if they did. They do! Ooh! Because they didn't last time I was looking.
Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Could the Mark II do the same as the Phantom? Yeah, it could, but... it's not gonna have the same jump range.
3, 2,
Well, damn you, Frontier. Looks like I have to spend more arcs now. Stop making good-looking paint jobs.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, Donglaw, you actually found a list of green Phantom paint jobs. And it's in German and everything. Yeah, so the one I have right now is the Krait Phantom Squadron Green, I think is what they're called. If my German is... oh, sorry. I don't think they have. Ah, we'll have to look when we get to the... whoa, click into the game. There we go.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
2 more jumps. 2 jumps to go. Yeah, those palm tree ones. I don't know, this seems weird. It seems so out of place to have paint jobs with palm tree on them. Unless you're actually gonna do like a tourist, like a passenger trait. Then I would maybe consider it.
Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging.
How are the shields on this thing actually? That's not a lot of hit points. But again, fast charge, we didn't expect it to.
4, 3, 2, fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Lee Scott, thanks for the subscription on YouTube. Where's the channel actually at? I haven't been looking in a while, like subscriber count wise. I think we did pass 60 recently, right? 61 even, okay. 61.3 now, nice. Yeah, 75 is soon. I think 75 is gonna be just after New Year's, like the January, February kind of thing is where it's projected at right now. With 100k currently projected, I think around, is it next summer? I think. That's the big one. I need to figure out what to do for 100k. Odyssey up, that's true. Odyssey update may give a boost and it may push it forward. I should throttle down here. But if we go into Social Blade, we can always go and see future projections and subscriber milestones and zoom in a bit so you guys can see it on stream as well. And now you can't see it for the chat, so let's just do that. So here you can see 75 is currently projected being the 6th of January next year, and our 100k is projected at like summertime next year. Right? And we go to viewer milestones, we can see when I'll pass that. So yeah. And we overshot the planet. Time for a marketing push. And yes, that is without Odyssey, but again, with you can actually go in, it's quite funny. You can see it in the statistics. Now I closed it, of course. If you go into the detailed statistics, you can actually see the fleet carrier updates, right? You can see when I just passed an episode in a period here where I had an amazing growth, and now it's kind of died down. That was the fleet carrier hype, and all the mining changes and all that stuff. Now things are dying down again a bit. But again, as things begin to happen in the league again, then interest in the channel will of course increase as well. It's still a pretty moon. Still love this one. Should we try not to crash into the planet this time, but actually land? Probably this, for once. He says it begins to overshoot or to go down too fast. Slow down a bit. Test. Very much a test. Incredible says, everyone get on it. Tell your friends, follow and all subscribe. Listen to this man. This man speaks the truth. I don't know if they just finished some limited time ones. I'm gonna see what they have available right now. And if they have something I like, I'm gonna get it. If not,
Papa Alpha, commencing automated flight control routine. Please observe docking protocols. Docking permission denied. Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 02.
same landing pad we got last time.
Touchdown complete. Engaging ship restraints. Your arrival has been noted.
There we go. Okay. Let's see what they have. What buttons do I use for thrusters? What I mean, like maneuvering thrusters? I use the little analog stick here. Here on the side, there's a little analog one. I use that for my maneuvering thrusters. Okay, so it comes in a dark one. This is essentially the same as the one we're using now. Almost, but in dark instead. Don't like that. Right, I saw these ones. These were actually... This one actually looks really good. I will have to say that. That one is a little too flashy for me. But this one, even though it's not green, I think this one looks amazing. The black and gold combination just... That is a really, really good looking paint job. Then there's all these... That's too much for me. Yeah, the Osiris black and gold. I like that one. That's actually pretty cool. Let's see what else they have. These again, too flashy. Like a snake on it or something. There's one that's very similar to the one I have. It's not really metallic enough for me. I could see some of these, just not in the color combinations I particularly like. But I do like the design overall. Then of course there's the vibrant ones. You know what? I like this one. Oh, that's expensive though. Ouch. Let's just quickly go and look at the ship kits. Because if this is gonna be like a bunny themed one, it should probably have that instead for bunny ears.
Thanks for your very informative videos and discussions.
Kalaman, thank you very much for the donation and you're very welcome. What else do we need? Wings. I think I didn't really like the wings last time we looked at it. No, I hate that one. Get like some extra things up there. This is the only one I kinda like. Spoilers? Oh well. I still think the one that goes over is the best looking one. And I don't think... What about bumpers? Nope. Meh. Absolutely not. And at one pointy sticks. So that's the only one that really would really make sense. But it kind of covers up that paint job. I think I'm gonna go without. This is all fine. How does this look? Right, so these need to change color. Into white. This is fine on the gold. That is fine. Okay. Let's take this up and take a look at it. Okay, let's get this out of the shadow into the light.
Disengaging automated flight control routine.
Thanks for being an awesome elite YouTuber and streamer.
Burger the real one, thanks a lot for the generous donation. Wow. You know what, we could do something like... Oh, I can't remember my key bindings now. Got zoom here. Where did I put that? Translate the camera, yes. Right, so here we have stabilization. It's not often I play around with the there's the zoom axis, but where did I put? Where did I put the blur? Not social. Where did I put that? I rarely play with the blur settings. Free camera. And... Hold on, let me just actually check something else. There we go. So now I should be able to add a bit of blurring to the background. Then we need to get the distance right. So we can keep the ship in focus. We need more blur then. I probably need the camera closer anyway. There we go. Get that shot from a little higher up so we can actually see the profile of the ship. That sunlight in the... Could do some really nice cinematic shots with this, I think. You know what? Okay. I want to try something here, just for fun. I'm gonna close my spreadsheet because we're done with that. Recording software, give me a second here. Get that on the main screen so I can actually see what I'm doing with it. There we go. And get stream chat back. Okay, let's just do a quick recording here. With that little, and then just get like a nice, smooth shot of the ship here. Let's try that again. Oh, that's too fast. A little bit too sensitive. That was too much. You know what? I think... Let's stop that recording. I think what I want is to have that blur distance higher, further away. So I can have more room to play around the ship. And there's just not that much blur of the background. I really want that soft background. Okay, let's try to pull that in. We have to do a close flyby, I guess. Come on. Why is it such an... Why is it so annoying? Come on. It's not reducing the distance very fast. Come on! What's going on? Right, I can use it with a scroll wheel. That's not gonna help. You know what? Let's just forget about the... Just try to do it like this instead. Send the ship flying. Give us back camera control. Okay. Let's try to do this. So if we come up to the ship like this, a little faster. Come up to the ship like this. Nope, that wasn't good. To be more smooth. There we go. Try that shot one more time. I want to come up behind it. Drag around it. Lose some distance. Begin to move away. That's a lot better. Okay. I just want to play around with this for a little bit. Just because I just want to show you some of the tips and some tricks you can do to make a shot look a little bit more scenic. Let's jump this to desktop. I'm getting completely sidetracked now, but that's okay. So what we're just gonna do is we're gonna jump into the recordings folder. And then open up on the other screen, of course. There we go. Let me get stream chat back. So we're gonna take that, we're gonna drop that, and then I'm just gonna quickly jump over here on my server, and I'm gonna take my template, make a copy of that, and then let's get Vegas. Okay. Nope. Open up recordings, template one. We don't need the face cam for this, so delete that. We don't need any of this stuff. Away with you. We just need a video track. We don't need a voice track. We don't need intro outro tracks. We're just gonna play around with a single video. So just get rid of that. Let's drag that in there, dump that in there, and okay, the first thing I want to do is what is the 1080p, the 29 by that aspect ratio? Yes. What is that for 1080p? Is it like 2000 something? Yeah, that one. 256. So we're gonna go up, and the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna change our project, because we're gonna go and play, instead of doing this in the normal 16 by 9, we're gonna do this 21 by 9. So that's like that. Change the aspect ratio of that, and we're gonna drop the frame rate down to a more filmic frame rate, like so. Then we're going to go ahead and, oh, not that one. Here we go. Gonna go ahead and resize this like so, that is. That's better. Then we're gonna find the shot we actually need. Alright, so that was the end of the shot. Shot ends about there. Get rid of that part of it. Let's get this back to where that track starts. Starts around here. Okay. So what I'm just gonna do here real quick is I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna duplicate them. And then I'm gonna mute them, because I want to be able to show you like the before and after. So that's why we have the tracks here duplicated. And just because it's gonna be, look, hold on, I'm in the way. Ha ha! Let me move myself over there. And then just because it makes for a slightly better view for you guys on the stream, we're just gonna go and make this much bigger so you can actually see this. All right. So this is the shot we have. We need to play around with this. The first thing I want to do is I want to put a color corrector on this. And no, you know what? We're going to start by just getting this a little bit more neutral. So let's take like that frame there. And Windows... Oh, where is it? Video scopes. Exactly. Okay, so we're pretty well centered here, but we have a lot of room to play with. So the way these scopes work, let me pull this over here, is here you have red, green, and blue. And if you're running another color space, you have cyan, magenta, and yellow. And these boxes are the safe maximums where you can go. So you can see here I have a lot of room to actually increase my saturation. I have a lot of green in the shot. As you can see here, I have this pointing out towards the green. So obviously, there's a lot of green in the shot, as we can see. But there's some room. This is nicely around 0. There's a little bit of room. We can potentially increase that a little bit. So keeping this open, making it just slightly smaller, we can go ahead and disable that color corrector. And then add a brightness and contrast. And then just play around with the contrast a little bit here. We can kind of extend that. But now we go below 0. We don't want that. So we're going to adjust the contrast center and pull that back up there. Like so. There. Okay. Did that do a lot? No. You can see it kind of brightens up the shot a little bit. Increases the contrast just slightly. It's not a lot. Let's put that on there first. Then I want to put some... Should we put some sharpening on? It can really be really end up overdoing it with sharpening. We can try to put a little bit of sharpening on there. You can see if I overdo it, that doesn't look good, but there it begins to become too much. We are going to play with the saturation in a bit. Can you see the difference? I don't know how well it shows up on stream, but it just kind of takes that soft edge off a little bit. So now I want to play with the color corrector, and we can start by pulling up the saturation levels. Oh, hold on, I should probably turn that one on. So now you can see out here how this is expanding. So I should be able to go like all the way there. I think that's too much though, so I'm gonna pull that back a little bit. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna start by pulling the lows into like a deep blue, and then pull all the mids and highs up here into like a high orange. Obviously this is way too much, but we're gonna dial that back in a bit. So let's try to go with like, I don't know, 25%. That was not 25%. And do the same thing on the mids and the highs. There, it's maybe a little bit on the red side, so I think I'm gonna pull that back a little bit. See the difference? So you can see from there it was pretty gray, but we do manage to pull quite a bit of color out of it, both with the added saturation, but also with the slightly more the slightly change of color there. Okay, and we're still way within the safe limits here. We could try to center that blob a little bit, but meh. Should we look at this? Just to give you an idea, let's look at this again. And now look at it in the before version. This was as it came out straight out of the game. Just gonna toggle between them here. Can you see the difference? I think it's very noticeable. You should see how on the stream camera how well it shows up. I'm just sitting here toggling between it. This is the new one. This is the stock one. New, stock, new, stock. You can see how much you can do with just a little bit of color tweaking here and there. old one. It looks a little blurry, the colors looks a little dull, but we can just pull so much more out of it. And then we can just take... I got a 1 dB difference. Yeah, I pulled back the audio levels, or what do you mean? Oh, but the reason why they're different, that's because the engines, if you look at the shot here, the engines are slightly to our left in the stereo mix. So they're still slightly to the left. That's why you see one channel being slightly higher. But as we begin to get in and get the ship in center, look at the channels, they're now evening out. And as we become the channel, the engine slowly begins to move over to this side, then the audio levels also switch over so that the audio channel also becomes... Yeah, exactly. It's just the audio, just because the engine is on that side, so that's why there's a difference in the amplitude between the two. Yeah. We could take this, and just for fun, oh, I rendered in the wrong format. Oh well. I think I ended up rendering this in 16:9 and not... Yes, ship names. I know, Dongalore. I'm just gonna... This did end up being 16:9, right? Yeah, it did. I don't usually use this this format, but it just looks better for this kind of stuff. So we would have to take this custom frame size 2560. Let's call this one 21:9. Save that. And then render. Ooh. Invalid argument. Okay, that didn't work. What did I do wrong? Because it wasn't saved, or what happened? I don't know why it didn't like that. That's really weird. It does like that one. Nah, okay. No, and it was just because I wanted to show you some of the like small tips and tricks you could do to... Oh, not that one. To, you know, really just change the look of a video. And you can just make it pop so much more if you want to. Oh, that was fun. Okay, let's... did I actually close delete? I actually did. So we were going to look at, let me just actually just quickly get the game up and running again so we can give this ship a name. Darksa says, you have a registered version of Vega. Impressive. Of course I have. I would be, considering how much I use it, and the fact that I actually use it to make monetized videos, I would feel bad not paying for it. Okay. Let me just quickly check Discord. So, there were a lot of suggestions for ship names. Like, a lot of suggestions for ship names. Let's just go and take a look at some of them. Just gonna see, yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Real Taxi. Shutter Phantom. Astrocam. I kind of like Astrocam. Maybe call it Astrocam 1, but I'm just going to repost the ones that... Astro Bus. Bunny Bus. Bunny Bus was fun as well. I'm just going to post some of them. You know what you guys should do? If you're on Discord, go down to the bottom and find the stream chat. And I'm going to be posting some of the ones that I like. Then, Dunklore, can you put like a small like checkmark emoji or some like emoji on the Discord so people can go and click that for the one they like, or the ones they like, like multiple. Astro Bus. There's a lot of good ones here. Fake Boss Wink Wink. Conda Copy. The Conda Copy was actually quite funny as well. I like that one. Right, wait with all the buddies until I put down all the options. The Serial Boss. That's funny. The Cameraman. Down to Earth Photography. Bugs Bunny. Okay, I think it's going to be one of those three. Those are the ones I like the most. So go ahead and give them buddies the ones you like. The Astro Bunny. Oh, it's a close race between Astrocam and Bunny Bus right now. Bunny Bus sounds quite suspect. Well, right. And if you're joining the server for the first time, you will be in the welcome bot spam channel, or the welcome start here channel. And in there you just type !rank space and then either PC, Xbox or PS4 to get access. It's just so we can see which channel, which platform people are playing on, so that it's easier for people to find people to play with. Because slightly to the Bunny Bus right now. Bunny Bus is one vote ahead. Gotta give people a chance to actually join if they're new to the server. Yeah, I already put bunny ears on, that's true. But I could still put bunny ears on my ship and then call it the Astrocam. It seems like we have a small leak to the Bunny Bus. What did I just pour myself? Pure myself. Just tap water. Nothing fancy. Okay. Bunny bus it is. Oh, space bus. There we go. Nice. Okay. I think with that and a beautiful bunny bus, I think it's time to call the stream for today. It also got almost an hour over time compared to what I had expected. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's live stream. I had a lot of fun. Got sidetracked a few times. I'm really excited to have this ship up and running. I've been wanting to have an upgrade or a replacement for the camera conda for quite a while. So I'm looking forward to giving this a proper trial, getting some video shot with it, see how it works. Hopefully it's gonna work. Now, in the chat, you will now find a whole host of links. You will, of course, find links to the Commander's Toolbox that we've been using all night. That's been helping me through the planning and the route plotting and finding materials. So if you're looking for guides, tutorials, or just tools, basically, for Elite Dangerous, check that out. Also, you will find links for social channels where you can follow the channel, as well as links for Streamlabs, where you can do one-time donations, and Patreon, where you can support the channel on a monthly basis. All patrons, of course, get a discount in the merch store, where you can, of course, go ahead and buy t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, and other cool stuff. Go and check it out. And as always, all money raised through Patreon and all the lovely donations that you guys have been giving me today goes straight into buying better equipment and upgrading the studio so I can do more and better looking and sounding videos for you guys. And then just finally, there's a link for Discord if you want to join the channel's community. I hope I'll see you there. Next live stream is gonna be probably in 2 weeks, I think. There will not be a... Yes, next purchase is a shock mount. That's right, Donglora. There will not be a live stream next week because on Saturday I'm getting married. And that means Tuesday or Monday, if everything goes well, we will be on honeymoon on Monday. But, you know, human malware and everything. So, but fingers crossed that it's actually gonna be gonna happen this time. So, yeah, no live stream next week, but in 2 weeks I will be back in the commander seat, back out in the black. What we'll be doing, I don't know. Stay tuned to Hello Dave. I'll tell you there when I know. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. If you did, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't done already, and until next time, I will see you guys in space.